Welcome back, Truth Seeker. A young man is called into my live streams 2 times and asked us to look more into what happened to him and his father in Dallas, Saturday, July 10th, 2021. He explained to us that his father got in an argument with the Dallas rapper Yella Beezy shortly before this problem occurred. They were at their home when a group of men showed up armed, threatening, and it turned into a shootout. And who was arrested was the father and son, and in this shootout, one person ended up dead. Dezmin is the young man who now has a court case upcoming September 23rd along with his father. And again, there's the possibility of them being sent to prison. They're out on bail right now. They're not talking to each other. The father's blaming the son, Dezmin, for what happened. He's trying to put the case on his son. Dezmin's saying he was an innocent party, and what Dezmin finds curious is his father is involved with Freemasonry. He's a Scottish Rite Freemason. The lawyers in the case on both sides are Freemasons, and he wanted me to look at the event and see if I can see the ritualism within it, and also what might be coming with the court date set for September 23rd, 2024 this year. So there's a number of things that are interesting here, but Yella Beezy, the most famous person who's at the center of this, again, the Dallas rapper, reading about him, he lost his father when he was a child. His father was murdered on Mother's Day. And in light of all the Freemasonry involved with this, it's interesting that Yella Beezy's birth name is Marquise Conway, which has Gematria 58, like Freemasonry, like Rosicrucian, like Secret Society. And the date that this shooting happened, that's led to the legal problems, Saturday, July 10th, 2021, that was a date with 58 numerology. We've talked about how important this 58 number is to Freemasonry and ritualism and secret societies countless times. One of the greatest examples of all time was the 58th U.S. presidential election, where Donald Trump announced he was running from the 58-story Trump Tower. And again, the first degree of Freemasonry is the apprentice. So think about that with Donald Trump. Notice, when you run the alphabetic order in reverse, Yella Beezy's name, Marquise Conway, also equates to 77, just like Secret Society, like Rosicrucian. Again, Rosicrucian's kind of the rock bed of modern-day Freemasonry. This nation's capital, D.C., known as the Masonic City on the 77th Meridian West. You might recall the other year when Dallas had the police shooting, and they ended up blowing up the shooter, supposedly with a robot with a bomb strapped to it in a parking garage. That shooting was on 7/7. And again, it's no secret that Freemasonry and police are heavily connected. The Fraternal Order of Police is Masonic. All throughout this nation, small towns, big towns, the Masonic Lodge is right next to the police station. I've showed you this town I live in, Prosser, Washington. It's all in the same building, the Masonic Lodge and the police station. Keep in mind, police department and police officer also have that Gematria 77. United States also equals 77, a nation largely founded by Masons. This news of the shooting broke the following day, July 11, 2021, which obviously was a date with 59 numerologies, plus one more. Remember, when you run the alphabetic order in reverse, Freemasonry is 59. 59 is the 17th prime number. Modern Freemasonry was created in 1717. This nation was created 59 years later in 1776. The father, Kendall Britton. Notice his name also has the Gematria 59. Again, the article largely focused on him as well as his son. And again, he's trying to make the legal case that it was his son's fault, which is a sad situation. Again, it's the father that's in the secret society, not the son. And who knows why he would do that? There could be 1,000 different reasons. Maybe he's been told if he doesn't do that, it could be even worse for more people involved. If you run the father's name in reverse, it equals 76. And isn't that interesting? Because we know how they code 59 and 76 all over Black history. Again, Motown came out in 59. Black History Month ends on the 59th day of the year, February. The feds recognized Black History Month in 76. We know what they did to O.J. Simpson this year at age 76, 59 days after the Super Bowl, as the Masters was teeing off when Ephesians 6 verses 5 through 9 is slaves, obey your masters. The word slave has the gematria 59 and 76. Master has the gematria 76. You can see it, slave, Negro, Rasta, Blues. They're all 59 and 76. The court date, which could be a very consequential date for the father and possibly the son, has been set for 76 date numerology, September 23rd, 2024. And again, you guys, years ago in the Portland area, I had a woman come to me who's a lawyer, and she wanted to know if I thought that this knowledge could possibly be used in setting court dates. And I said, well, based on everything I'm looking at, absolutely. I'm talking about all these legal matters in the news that are perfectly executed by the numbers. Again, it looks very much the same here. And keep in mind, September 23rd is a special date for all kinds of reasons, as we've talked about so many times. You know, it's the day leaving 99 days left in the year. 99 has that powerful relationship with 13. Dallas is the 13 city. Again, Dallas equals 13. When you spell out 13 as a word, it equals 99. Kind of like the United States of America equals 99. It was named that on September 9th. The land of 13 stripes, 13 colonies, 13 years of public school. From the son's birthday to the court date is 130 days later. Key digits 1 and 3. Again, this is Dallas related. Also, from the date of the shooting until the court case is 1,171 days later. Interesting number because that's the 193rd prime number, and 193 is the 44th prime number, and we see 44 all the time in shootings. It's also 38 months and 13 days after the shooting. Again, death, murder, killing, RIP, they're all 38. Rapper, 38. 38 months and 13 days later in Dallas, 13 land. And then with regards to Yella Beezy, again, the father has an altercation with Yella Beezy shortly after this happens at their home on this date. And the next thing you know, these two men are in a lot of trouble. But it's funny that the court date is 28 days before Yella Beezy's 33rd birthday. Mason equals 28, Masonry 33, like order, like secrecy, like police. Again, the father's a Scottish Rite Freemason. The highest degree is 33. I don't know if Yella Beezy's a Mason or not, but a lot of people in the entertainment industry have been brought into Masonry. Very common in entertainment. And just reading about Yella Beezy. Again, his father murdered when he was young. And if you read the bio, it says he started writing rap songs at age 13 in Dallas. That's interesting. But again, his father was murdered on Mother's Day. And again, I mean, the federal government from the Masonic City has targeted black communities for destruction and made a point to take fathers out of the household. So think about how symbolic that is, his father being murdered on Mother's Day. And as we point out so many times, murder and mother have that perfect gematria overlap in 3 out of the 4 base ciphers. And mother also has the 34 in it, like rapper. And remember Megan Thee Stallion, her mom's dead in the headlines, and the next thing you know, she's like one of the biggest stars in the hip-hop world. And there's even more to this, too, because the father was 45 at the time. The person who was killed was 45. We know ritual equals 45, like hip-hop. They said the shooting was at 8:40 p.m. The big way Masonry equals 84. The last court date for these gentlemen before the September 23rd court date was on the 84th day of the year. From Yella Beezy's last birthday to the shooting at the time was 262 days later. Faustian bargain equals 262. You could also say it was the 263rd day of his age, which is the 56th prime. We know essentially the father of modern Freemasonry is the Jesuits, or the Society of Jesus. Society of Jesus has the gematria 56 small way, 191 the big way. The shooting was on the 191st day of the year. Again, the shooting was on 10/7 on a Saturday, when Saturday equals 107, like shooting. Ritual sacrifice also 107. Again, 191 is the 43rd prime number. Masonic 43. Huge Masonic ritual, killing 43. RIP 43. That day was also 103 days before Yella Beezy's birthday. Scottish 103. Again, the father who was arrested is a Scottish Rite Freemason. Yella Beezy was 29 at the time, Masonic 29. So yeah, it might be number overload, but I mean, look at how it all points back in one direction. And again, the most obvious thing is just how much we talk about 58 in Freemasonry, and on this went down on 58 date numerology. And now all the parties involved, well, the lawyers, the father, very likely Yella Beezy in light of the entertainment world. You know, it just all syncs up. So, you know, whether you believe in prayer or not, send your prayers, your energy to young Dezmin, because, you know, Dezmin's facing some heavy charges. And again, you know, I wasn't there. I can't know for sure, but I tend to think Dezmin is the innocent party, and they were acting in self-defense. Because how many things are there like this in the world? He's not the Mason. He's just the son of a father who's a Mason. And again, from talking to Dezmin, he said his father was friends with a man who was friends with Pimp C. And remember what happened to Pimp C? Pimp C died at 33, speaking of Masonry, on Jay-Z's birthday. Of course, they had the song together, Big Pimpin'. But through that friend, he ended up meeting Yella Beezy, and then an altercation came out of that relationship, and then this story came. So, again, Dezmin asked for this video for me to share as much information as I can see. And yeah, I hope Dezmin maintains his innocence and is proven not guilty on September 23rd, if that's as soon as the verdict will be. Again, that's the next big court date. But yeah, the secret societies, man, this stuff has to get exposed. It's so important to what's really going on in this nation, and most people are blind to it. I mean, I got a sister who thinks Freemasonry is a conspiracy theory. She doesn't even think it's a real thing. It's just like, how ignorant can you be, sis? I mean, look it up. It's in everyone's town. Look up Masonic lodges in the town you live in and drive by them. You see, it's not a conspiracy theory. All right. Shout out to Dezmin. I hope everybody sends some well wishes to Dezmin. Till next time, Truth Seeker.